Thanks, yeah.
I'm also from outside the US, all the way from Australia.
Wow.
And my question's kind of, I love the language that you guys being used into a word though. What was the inspiration behind when you first moved so artistically speaking, or like language that we recognize as used in daily basis?
So sorry, could you say that one more time? Yeah, we can take it. It's fine.
So particularly in the book, the character who is the artistic side of the tattoo artist, they use language or speak in a way that probably is a bit more similar to the way that we would speak, or the way humans would speak, and I was just wondering what the inspiration was behind that choice.
Yeah, it's funny that people caught on. You're talking about the tattoo artist in the book, right? Yeah. The tattoo artist in the book was the only one that I just wanted to speak the way Earthlings speak. And I just did that, and I was thinking like, this is a fun thing just to put in there. What's neat about it is it's really rewarding because someone like you notices it. But 80, 90% of people just don't even notice it. And so then in the book I have this artist say like, this tattoo artist saying to friends like, I have a book where they talk funny and that's where I got this language from. And I thought it was a fun like little Easter egg from the book. But one of the things I found about that was like how jarring it was to see that. Here's a regular human talking in the middle of this world, and it's so jarring because you're used to seeing the beings and you get used to the pattern. And I really that's part of what I wanted to do is just to see how it felt. More than anything, I tell people when they're creating a universe, just pick one rule to break. And I think that's really from Scott McCloud. If you've never read any of Scott McCloud's incredible work, you absolutely should. Scott McCloud just tells you about the history of comics and how comics are created. That was really good. Next question.
So, what is it like as an artist going from drawing comics with your wife in 2012 to seeing your work like in the wild, like on somebody's clothes walking down the street?
Oh man, yeah, it's such an incredible feeling. You feel so grateful more than anything because what this job has allowed me to do is to be with my family. I get to work from home, and so every person who walks by in a shirt, they bought me a coffee. More likely, they bought me 1/500th of a crib for my daughter. It's like cribs are so expensive. I don't know if you've seen them, but it's just so beautiful that people are supportive of the work. And to me, that's one of the hardest things to know. Taylor, you could also, because the people in the first 2 rows are so brave. Could you give them as well? That would be awesome. Really brave up here, so brave. Yes. If there's more bravery, you can keep going, but I don't know how much bravery we have in this class. So, I think that's one of the coolest things, like that question. Thank you. Is anyone here wearing a Strange Planet shirt? Yeah, that's so cool. That's awesome. I see it right there. It means the world to me. It really does. Even when people buy the non-licensed stuff that's like out there, you know what? That's cool. It's awesome, and you're supporting. You're supporting me in ways that I don't even know about because it's non-licensed. So it's just beyond. It's beyond. Where's the gentleman with the clipboard? What does the clipboard say now? What does it say? I don't know. There it is. Thank you so much. All right, All right, we have time for these last 3 questions. They're going to be lightning round. Taylor will make sure she gets a signed card to you as well. Thank you. Go ahead.
I'm always really impressed that you tell so much of a story in just 4 panels. Do you ever find yourself with a scenario that you were trying to narrow down?
Yes. Yeah. Oh man, it's so hard. So there are really moments like I looking at 4 panels a lot of times. I'm like, this story is not going to make sense. And I just trust it. I trust it. And I put it out into the open, and what I found is that the story does not make sense. No one understood it. And that's okay. And I think that's one of the funny things. Scott McCloud talks about this, a lot of comic writers talk about this. You'll be locked in with this like rule. All right, I gotta make it a square. Squares look nice. And then you'll find like sometimes it doesn't work. And that's okay. Just what I say is to do an iteration is one of the best things. There was some story I was reading about the iterations of the song Hallelujah. It was written by someone, but someone else. But Jeff Buckley's most famous version is the one you remember. And Leonard Cohen may have written it, but like the Jeff Buckley version of Hallelujah is what you remember. And I think I think about that a lot because it's like the Jeff Buckley version of my joke is going to be there someday, even if I'm creating something that doesn't fit. Yes.
First, I want to say I took care of that clone problem from the other day.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
So my question is, what you said you started drawing, like your first New York Times bestseller was like 2012.
Yeah.
How was it drawing before? How much did you draw and publish stuff before that?
Oh, yeah, shoot.
If you like cartoons, movies, books, music, I demand you subscribe to this channel. Subscribe, be prepared for doom. Subscribe or be prepared for doom. Do not resist. Do not resist. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe.